In my last video, I said simple plain book interior design or layout don't sell again. Buyers now want something more classy, unique and dynamic. So if you don't learn how to create these attractive book interiors, you are going to be pushed out of the market. In this video, I want to show you how to create book interiors. Advanced professionally designed book interiors that can grab the attention of potential buyers. This is how I want you to create your books in 2025. Once I show you, you will see how simple it is and you can even customize it to suit your own design. Because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm going to do for only cookbook today. In my next video, I'll do for travel guide, and the third video I'll do for self-help. With the self-help design interface, you can do for religion, you can do for any other type of self-help book. But for today, we're only focusing on cookbooks. Even if you're not a cookbook publisher or a cookbook writer or a cookbook author, you need to watch this video because there's a lot to learn from it. Cookbook is the hardest. So if you understand how to do for cookbook, you will definitely understand how to do for any other niche, and everything is simple. When I say simple, I mean very, very simple. Sit back, relax, get your pen and paper and jot important points. If you have to watch the video more than once for you to get it, please do so. Watch it the first time to see how everything is done, then watch the second time to start practicing as you are watching. This is the only way that you can learn fast and start designing beautiful interior layouts for your books. 2025 no be joke. I beg, learn all these things fast so that you're going to have a better 2025. And guess what? Vegan Naira did for you. Without wasting much time, let's get started. So I want us to recreate this book, this particular one. Let's recreate it so that you will see everything I did and how I did them. First things first, let's create a new page. This is our new page. If you go to the layout now to check the size, you will see that it is 8.5 by 11. That is our size. Now, once you create your layout like this, the next thing you want to do is to write your title. So I don't know, let's give this book Vegan Diet Cookbook for beginners. Okay, Vegan Diet Cookbook for beginners. You make it bold, increase the size, centralize it, and then reduce the line spacing. Okay, this looks good. Vegan Naira. Vegan Naira is the name of the author. Let's reduce the size of this. I think I'm okay with this. We're good. To go to the next page, just hit Control Enter on your keyboard and it'll take you to the next page. So this is for copyright and disclaimer page. Let's go and copy it from this page. We don't need to, at least by now you should know how to get this. If you don't know how to get it, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll teach you how to get it. So this is our copyright and disclaimer page. As you can see, our book is already getting ready. You see how simple it is? Let's continue. The next page is table of contents, and you only do your table of contents after you finish writing your book. So let's just write table of contents. I used to keep 2 pages for table of contents. Sometimes it can be more, but for the purpose of this video, that's how I write. I just keep 2 blank pages for table of content. The next thing, let's go and check. Oh, here, the next thing is gratitude page. You see that there is no formula. Anyhow you like, you do it. You can put all these things before the table of contents, or even put the table of contents before all these elements. But for the purpose of grabbing the attention of potential buyers, it is good to put all these things before the table of contents. So let's just copy this gratitude. I got this from ChatGPT. Just tell ChatGPT to give you a gratitude, a short appreciation post for a person that buys your book. ChatGPT will give you something very, very nice. So let's just paste that here. I cannot go and start asking ChatGPT that because this video is going to be too long. But you can pause it to read, then you can use it to write your own. So this part where it says diabetic diet cookbook, I'll change it to Vegan Diet Cookbook for beginners. So we have that. You can make it bold if you want. It all depends on you, like this. Then the next thing there is this book belongs to. It's very easy to do. If you want to now put the line, instead of going to shapes to look for line, just hold shift on your keyboard and press the underscore. Shift and underscore at the same time, it will turn into a line like this. Can you see? So you just put 3 or 4 lines so that the person or the owner of this book can write their name inside. But if you look at it very well, you see that this line is the spaces in the line is too small. So you just highlight the line and then go to line spacing, then put it at maybe 2.0. Put that 2.0 like this. You see that our book is coming up. Now, the next thing is about the author. So this about the author, I'm going to teach you how to do it. But to get a picture to use for about the author, for those that have not been watching my previous videos, let's go to a website called thispersondoesnotexist.com. This is the website. You can just go through Google and type "this person does not exist." Once you type it, you hit enter, and then the first link, you click on it, you start seeing random people. For every time you refresh, you will see a new person. So let's refresh. You see, I can decide to use this lady if she depicts what I want. In this book, I am not a doctor, I am a dietitian. So I can use this person as a dietitian or look for another picture. But any picture you see, you should save it. If you like the picture, you save it, because if you don't save it, you will not see that picture again. So any picture you see that you like, immediately save it before you even decide to refresh and check for more. As when I'm a male and I'm a doctor, in this book or on my profile, I can use this as a doctor. This person looks like an old doctor, but I don't like it. I'm looking for a female. I'll just keep refreshing until I get what I want. This is how you keep refreshing until you get what you want, a desired image. Sometimes within your first 2-3 clicks, you will get a very nice picture. I should have saved the one I saw earlier since it's just a tutorial. Okay, let's just take this one for the purpose of this video, but I would not use this kind of picture, but I'll just use it for this video. So once you see it, you just right click and then you copy. You copy it, you see it says image copy, then you go to your Word document and then directly under the right top, you just paste Ctrl V. This is not the picture I got. Let's go and look for the picture I got. Oh, I think the system is misbehaving. I'll just go to sniping tool. Just go to your system, your Windows search bar, and type sniping tool. As you can see, this is used to take screenshots. You just cut out the parts you want from any image or any video or any element on your PC. So you click on it. Now let's go back to the page. This is the page. You click on your sniping tool like this, then you click new, and then you just crop out the part that you want in this image like this. Once you do that, you just save. You right click on it and you click copy. You copy it, then you go back to your Word document and you paste it. Once you paste it, it will occupy the whole page. You don't want to leave it like that. You just reduce the size. You just click on the edge. Always use the edge, because if you use the sides, you are going to distort the image. Look at it. As you can see, we've distorted the image. So if you use the edge like this, or this part, or this part, or this part, the 4 angles, you will not distort the image. Just reduce it like this. As you can see, you can make it smaller. This looks good. Then you put the author bio directly under. You can always get this from ChatGPT too. Just tell ChatGPT to give you a short author bio for a nutritionist, or for a doctor, or for a relationship coach, or for whatever book you're writing. If it's a travel guide, you can say for a travel enthusiast or a travel writer. So it will give you the author bio. You just copy it. You can tweak it to suit your book and then you paste it here. So in my case, I already have it. Let me go and copy it and paste it. As you can see, I can decide to put this in the middle like this. As you can see, my author bio is already making sense. But I don't want this small space under to be like that. I can decide to write something there, maybe a quote about healthy living. I can just tell ChatGPT to give me a short quote about healthy living, and it is not compulsory. You can always leave it like that, okay, like this. You can leave it the way it is like this, no problem with it at all. If you want to spice this image up, you can double click this image, then you go to picture border. You click on picture border, then you select width. You see the width. You can decide to just choose any of these. Let's take this one, and then you see you can leave it like this. This looks good. You can even change the color. Just double click on it, then you go to picture border again. You see colors. You can decide to choose any color that you want, especially if you are doing a colored interior. So let's use red. You see that this looks good. We are done with the author bio. You can always get this using ChatGPT. But if you want all these prompts, let me know in the comment section down below that you need prompts to get author bio or any other thing, and I'll give you the prompt. I'll type the prompts right on YouTube for you. I'll reply you with the prompts. So the next page is table of contents. Okay, in this case, the next page is table of content. Let's do it like this. Let's go back to our own book, copy everything we did here, and paste it before the table of contents. So as you can see, we have Vegan Diet Cookbook for Beginners. We have our copyright page. We have disclaimer here. ChatGPT can always give you disclaimer too. Then you have gratitude. This gratitude ChatGPT can give you. Like I said, if you need the prompts for all these things, let me know and I'll give you prompts to use. And once you have all these things, you'll be using them continuously for all your books as long as it is the same niche. Not like you go and use the gratitude page for your cookbook, use it for travel guide. It can work, but it's always good to generate custom elements for each book or each niche. We have table of contents. Let me remove this and just make it simple. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. Then you put this in the middle. You can increase the font size, make it bold. You can increase the font size like this. Then we have our 2 pages for table of content kept. Then the first thing here is going to be introduction. There are other things you can put in your book. How to use this book, who this book was written for, who should read this book. You can put all those things and ChatGPT can give you. If you need prompts, ask me in the comments down below and I'll respond as fast as I can. Now let's go to ChatGPT to get our introduction. Please note that in this book, I'm not going to be paraphrasing or checking grammar or checking plagiarism because this is just for book formatting. This is not how to write a book. You can follow the structure to write your own book, but I'm not going to show how to paraphrase, how to do grammar check, and how to check plagiarism. If you want me to do that, please tell me in the comment section down below that you don't know how to paraphrase, check grammar, or check plagiarism, and I'll do a separate video to teach you that. If I have to do that in this video will be too long. So I'm just going to be getting my content from ChatGPT and will be using it directly on the book just to show you how to format a book professionally. So I have my prompt already. This is the prompt. It says, I want to write a book titled Vegan Diet Cookbook for Beginners. The book is intended to educate and enlighten vegans or intending vegans on how to start, stay consistent, and be successful with the vegan lifestyle. There will be comprehensive sections for meal planning and tips, breakfast, lunch, dinner recipes and instructions, and everything vegans should know about this diet. You need to make the content engaging such that readers stay glued to the book while flipping through its pages. Don't start yet. Just let me know if you understand what I want. Now, I always talk about ChatGPT and machine learning. You need to teach ChatGPT what you want. If you just write, give me an introduction for this or vegan diet, it will just give you generic random information. But if you already teach ChatGPT what you want, the target audience, the purpose of the book, and the type of content you want it to generate for you, it is going to give you output or content based on your requests. As we proceed, you will see what I mean. So let's hit enter on that and you will see its response, because I asked, don't start yet. Tell me if you understand what I want. If it says it does not understand, you have to write another prompt to teach ChatGPT what you want. Now it has responded. It said, I understand what you want and I can help you craft an engaging and comprehensive book on the vegan diet for beginners. Let me know when you are ready to start. Let's do a follow-up prompt. Now this is the follow-up prompt. I said, great. First, write a comprehensive introduction for this book, Vegan Diet Cookbook for Beginners. The introduction should be interactive and attention-grabbing, fusing all elements new and old vegans should know. Let's hit enter. As you can see, it says introduction, welcome to Vegan Diet Cookbook for Beginners. Congratulations on taking the first step towards embracing a lifestyle that is not just about what you eat, but about the way you connect with the world. Whether you are just dipping your toes into the vegan lifestyle or you are looking to sharpen your skill as a seasoned plant-based eater, this book is your ultimate guide to making veganism approachable, sustainable, and most importantly, delicious. Why go vegan? You see that it has started giving me great points about veganism, how to start, and what you need to know if you are willing to start, or even if you are already a vegan, these are the things you should know. So let's copy that. Like I said, I'm not going to be paraphrasing or editing or checking plagiarism. I'm just getting content from here and using them inside the book. But one thing I want you to take note is the way I'm prompting. If I was to write this book normally, I'll copy this content and then I'll go and humanize it. You can also tell ChatGPT to humanize it, but it is always good when you are using 2 different software or writer assistants to create your book. it is going to show dynamics. What this one does not do, the other one will do it. If you want me to do a video on how to humanize your books, although the video is supposed to be for only my students, I don't want to teach that on YouTube because my students paid, so they should enjoy that benefit. So let's copy that and take it to our documents and paste it in the introduction section. As you can see, we have our introduction inside our book, but there's something I didn't teach you in the beginning. I was supposed to teach you. There is something called heading, which is heading 1, heading 2, and the normal heading. I'm going to quickly run through that for you to understand what I mean. You need this heading to create your table of contents after you are done creating your book or writing your book. What the heading does is that it will help you in facilitating easy book formatting and generating table of contents easily. So on your Microsoft Word, you see this normal. This normal is the entire body of your book. So you right click on it and you say modify. Once you click modify, you will now modify this normal to suit your book. You can use this exact settings if you want. This is the settings I use most of the time. So you have Times New Roman, then you change this to 12. That's the font size should be 12 for the body of the book. Then justify. This is justify. You click this justify. Justify means that the write-up in your book pages is organized. I'll show you an example. Then the line spacing, you can put this 1.5 line spacing. Sometimes I use 1, sometimes I use 1.5. It depends on the book I'm writing and how I want the book structure to be. Then for the color, you put automatic. This means that even if you are doing a colored interior, the write-up inside the book has to be black. Then maybe the pictures and other headings can now be colored, but the write-up itself has to be black. So once you set up like this, you click new documents based on these templates, then you click OK. Now you go to heading 1. This is heading 1. Heading 1 is usually to mark out the chapters, the name of the chapters, like chapter 1, chapter 2, introduction and conclusion. That is what I put in my heading 1. You go to heading 1 and you right click and you modify. Once you modify, because this book is going to be colored interior, that's why I'm doing this. I can decide to make the heading 1 18, size 18, then I'll put it in the center like this center alignment. You know, the first one was justify, but I'm going to be putting heading 1 in center. Now make it bold and I'll change the color to any color I like. I can put red, I can put green, I can put blue. It depends on the color scheme I want to use for the book. So once you're done with that, you put it in 1.5 line spacing, then you say new document. You select this new document based on this template, then you click OK. This is because you are putting new documents based on these templates, because if you want to create another book, you don't need to go and start doing these settings again. Everything will already be there. So you go to heading 2. Heading 2 is for subheading. You go to modify, then you do the same thing. You can decide to change this font to anything you like, but I like using the same uniform font for all my books. So you can change the font so that some part of the book, the heading 1 can be a different font, while the body of the book can be another font. Then the subheading can also be another font. It depends on what you want. Then we can just change this to another color. Let me use green. Let me see what green would give. Yes, green is not bad. Then we change the font size. Heading 1, which is the chapter headings, needs to be the biggest font. So and we used 18. So this one we can now use 16 or 14. But I usually use 16. So heading 2 will be the follow-up font, which is not as big as the heading 1 font, but not as small as the body font. So once you do this, you make it bold, and heading 2 is usually left alignment like this. Then you click new documents based on this template and you click OK. Now we are done setting up our heading. So if I highlight this introduction now and I click heading 1, you will see that it will take the shape of what we did inside that heading 1. This font is small. Let me make it 20. As you can see, this is introduction. You just click on it and then it will take the shape of that heading 1. Now let me show you something. What I explained about justify the other time, you see that if you look at this book, this part is justified. Let me highlight it so you will see. You see this part is justified. It says justify, distribute your text evenly between the margins. If you justify your text, it will never cross the margin. You see that everything here is just straight. Everything is straight. But if you look at this one, it is not justified. It is not straight. So all you need to do is to highlight that. If any part of your book is like this, you highlight it and then you click justify. You see that everything now looks good. This is how you format your book. Now we have our introduction perfectly done. I could have done or used a better prompt for this introduction, but this video is going to be too long if I do all that. But if you read through, you will see that everything looks good. After the introduction, the next thing is going to be your chapter 1. So you just type chapter 1 and write the title of your chapter 1. If you had used ChatGPT or any writer app to get your table of contents, you can follow the table of contents. But because this is just a book for how to format, I don't have any table of content I'm following. Normally, you're supposed to have gone through the vegan books on Amazon to check all their table of contents, compare it with your own, see the important things you can add into your own book. This is how to write a great book. But in this case, we're not going to be doing all that. This video will be too long if we do that. So chapter 1 says how to start and stick to a vegan diet. You highlight that and click heading 1. This is our chapter 1. We want to now start writing the body. You just copy this. You already taught ChatGPT what you want. So you go back to ChatGPT and then paste this chapter 1 heading. It's a continuation of the book, so it already understands. But you can now give this one another prompt and says, write comprehensive and conversational contents for this chapter, how to start and stick to a vegan diet. You can now say, make sure to humanize the content. Then you hit enter. As you can see, it says starting a vegan diet can feel like stepping into a whole new world. You are excited, maybe a little overwhelmed, and you might even be wondering if you'll actually stick with it. Let's ease those nerves. In this chapter, we'll walk you through everything you need to know, not only to begin your vegan journey, but also to embrace it as a sustainable and enjoyable lifestyle. It has given us great content on how to start and stick to a vegan diet. You just copy that and paste it in your Word document. As you can see, our chapter 1 is ready. Okay, this is not the full content of the chapter 1, but it's just part of it. To prevent this video from being too long, I'm going to complete the rest part of the book, and then I'll drop the prompts in the description down below. You can use the prompts to start creating your own books, but make sure you adjust it or tweak it to fit your own book. As long as it's the cookbook, this should work. So once I'm done with that, once I'm done with the entire body of the book, I'll come back so we can continue.
A few moments later.
I want to show you something that helps or makes your book stand out, especially your cookbooks or any type of book you're writing in any niche. These are the type of things that makes it stand out. In the paperback version of your book, add journal prompts or conversational prompts. This is what will interest the buyers or the users of the book and make them stick to your book. And while they are doing that, they are relating with your product. It will make them give you positive review. The book will look very valuable to them, because a book that makes them feel like they are talking directly to a doctor or a dietitian or a nutritionist is what would prompt them to give you a satisfactory feedback. So put prompts inside your book like you are asking them a question. Let me show you the prompt to use for that. I said, act as a dietitian. If you are using a doctor, you write doctor. If you are using a nutritionist, you write nutritionist. And in this book, I'm acting like a dietitian. So I said, act as a dietitian and give 5 powerful conversational prompts or questions based on the above content. That is, based on the content it has given you, it should give you questions that the reader would be able to read and relate with. So let's see. As you can see, if this reader or this user approaches a dietitian, these are the possible questions the dietitian will ask the person. So you just copy these questions, okay? You read them to make sure that they are in line with your book. You copy, then go to your document. Like I said, you need to tweak the questions. We are not paraphrasing or checking plagiarism here. I'm just showing you things that you can put in your book and how to structure it to make it look captivating. Buyers would by themselves give you positive review when you put things like this in your book. So just say conversational questions. You put that in heading 2, then you paste. I won't go through all the questions, but let's just take 1 and 2. The first question says, what's your why for going vegan? Why do you want to go vegan? This is what anybody or any nutritionist would ask anybody willing to go vegan. Now it says, let's dig a little deeper. What's inspiring you to explore a plant-based lifestyle? Is it for your health, the environment, animal welfare, or maybe just curiosity. Having a clear motivation will help you stay committed even on challenging days. Now, where it says, what is your why for going vegan? You can just put line spacing there. Like I taught you how to do line spacing in the beginning of this video. You hit shift and underscore like this. What is your why for going vegan? You want this person to write inside this book. This is how they become engaging. They become glued to your book, such that they will find value in the book and they will give you a 5-star review. This is a space for this person to write why they want to go vegan. You can copy that because you still need it. Copy it. Then the second question says, this is just to buttress the first question. The second question says, what small changes can you make today to begin your journey? That's another question. This is another conversational question. You just paste that line. Think about your current eating habits. What's one meal or snack you could easily swap for a plant-based option? Maybe it's trying a smoothie for breakfast or using almond milk in your coffee. Small steps lead to big changes. You see, this is another conversational prompt to help your book stand out. The third one says, how confident do you feel about meeting your nutritional needs? You see, all these things are going to help this book look very, very attractive to the buyer. And then when you are done putting all these things, you can put more. You can put up to 10. The more you put, but don't let it take over the reason for creating this book. You can just put enough to cover up this page. Then this part, you can now ask another yes or no question. So just to cover up that page, I said, have you ever tried sticking to a vegan diet plan before? Yes or no? If yes, how was the experience? The person will write, these are the things that makes a book look very valuable. This secret is for my mentorship students, but just take it because you are my subscriber. Enjoy, I'm small.
A few moments later.
So I'm done with the book. As you can see, this is the title page, the copyright page, the gratitude page, then the about the author page, then table of contents, introduction, chapter 1, conversational questions. These conversational questions, you can put as many as you want in your book. The more you have it in your book, the better or the more valuable the book looks to a buyer. When buyers buy book and they can see things that they've not seen in other books inside the book, it gives them the impression that this author actually puts in a lot of work to create this book. And in this case, it is something that their doctor or their nutritionist or their dietitian would ask them on a normal day if they approach them with a case like this. Take for example, it's a kidney disease cookbook or a diabetes book or any type of disease book. You will see that the kind of questions that ChatGPT will give you are the kind of questions that doctors will ask them on a normal day. Now imagine adding this to your A+ content. You go sell, you go tire. Even in a saturated niche, if you can just do a little bit more than what others are doing and then push it with some reviews and social proof, you go sell for that niche. That's why I used to say it that there is no such thing as saturated niche. What we have are saturated authors doing the same thing. Once you go a little bit different from the norm, you are going to make a lot of money. That's why my own keyword research method is a little bit different. I don't do keyword because I want to wait for sales. I do keyword because I just want to know that, oh, this thing is selling, Abi, but people are plenty there. I'll start looking for what every other person is not doing. I have cookbooks that you will get videos inside the cookbook. When I'm showing how to do the recipe, you'll be seeing videos to watch inside the book. There's a place you will scan a barcode to see direction on how to use video direction on how to make those recipes. But that's story for another day. I have books that you have audio book inside. Once you can do a little bit different from what every other person is doing, you are going to make a lot of money and a lot of sales. So now, chapter 2, we have breakfast recipe. I only added five recipes for each. This is chapter 3. The reason you are seeing it like this is because I have not started formatting. Now let me say this: whenever you want to do advanced formatting, you need to first of all do the normal formatting, get all your contents. You cannot be doing your content at the same time be designing the interior. No, it does not come out well like that. You have to get all the contents you need from recipes, ingredients, meal plan, everything. You see, this is lunch. I didn't do dinner because there's no need. I just want to show breakfast and lunch. Then you can use the method to do for dinner and any other recipe you want to put off a meal plan. You see, bonus meal plan. I'll show us how to get this bonus meal plan shortly. Then the conclusion. As you can see, I use ChatGPT to get all this content, but if I'm to write this as a book I want to upload on Amazon, I would definitely do a lot of paraphrasing, either manually or using a special secret tool that I don't want to say on YouTube yet. I want my students to first enjoy it very well before I decide to teach anybody on YouTube. Now that we're done with the book, I want to start the formatting. The first thing I want to do now is to add page number. If you notice we've not added page number, I want to start formatting now. And now the formatting won't start. So pay close attention. The first thing you would do is to go to Insert, Page Numbers, and select any of these. But I'll choose bottom of page. I don't like my page number showing on the top of the page. I prefer it showing at the bottom of the page. So you can either choose bottom left, center, bottom right, or this particular one, they call it accent bar, where you would write the page number followed by the title of the book or the author name. If you choose middle, you are going to see that the page number has appeared in the middle. As you can see, it's now in the middle. All you need to do now is to click different first page, because we don't want the first page to have page number. It's not good for a first page to have page number. The page number needs to start reading from the second page. So you see, different first page. Once you do that, then you just double click. You double click anywhere inside the book. As you can see, the first page does not have page number, but page number started counting from page 2. Let's go down, page 3, page 4. That's how it will read till the end of the page. The next thing we want to do after adding page number is to start adding your colors the way you want it to appear in your book. This first one now, Vegan Diet Cookbook for Beginners. Because it is vegan diet, it has to be green. That is my own ideology. It has to be green. So I'll highlight it, then I'll go to colors, font color, then I'll select green. You see this green, I'll choose this green. Now, another thing I can now decide to do is to put something that depicts vegan inside this place, like a leaf or something. But I don't think I want to do that. It's going to make this video too long. I'll just go on any of the, let me quickly do it. Okay, I'm on Pexels now. You know Pexels now, where you can get free to use images. And I just typed vegetables. I want to look for something very simple but would depict veganism. So I've seen one already. This is Pexels. Then I'll just click on this one. Then I right click to copy it. Then I'll go to remove BG. So after copying it, you go to remove BG, remove .bg, then you paste. Just type Ctrl V to paste. Once it pastes, it will start processing it by itself. It wants to remove the background for us now. Let's give it like a few seconds. As you can see, it has successfully removed the background. So I right click on that, and then I'll go back to my document and paste it somewhere here, just to show that this is a vegan book and this picture depicts veganism. After that, I can reduce the size of the author name like this so it looks small. I can make that color red, or I can leave it at black. Not bad like this. Now this front page is now attractive. Remember that this is a book that we want to use to catch the attention. We want to use it to catch the attention of potential buyers. Another thing I can do is that I can change the background of this font. But remember that this book is a no bleed book. If you don't know what bleed and no bleed means, I have a series of videos about what bleed and no bleed means. Just go to my channel, my YouTube channel, and search bleed and no bleed, or you can say bleed and no bleed video by Legal Naira on YouTube. You will definitely see the video. This interior looks attractive, but I can decide to highlight everything. You see what I did? From this spot here, I can highlight everything like this to the beginning. Then I'll go to this fill color. You see this? It's like a bucket, a paint bucket. You see? Fill. We call it fill or shading. You click on it, this arrow beside it, you click the arrow beside it, and then look at what color will fit. Let's start looking, examining what color will fit into this background. This is blue on a green. It doesn't look too nice. Okay, I think I like this one. Once you see a color that you like, just click it. As you can see, the front cover now has an attractive look. I hope this is clear. That is the first advanced formatting I want to teach you today. Now the second one, for this part, I'll just leave it. I don't want anything to be here. I'll just leave it. I can decide to just change only this heading, the copyright by Legal Naira and the disclaimer. So I'll highlight that like this and choose another color. What color should I choose now? That will look very nice. Okay, let me see. I can choose this green. I'll take this and then I'll do the same thing for this disclaimer. As you can see, our book is coming up. Advanced formatting, no pass like this. Now, because this is yellow, I want to change this to black. That's the author name. This looks good. I'm done with page 1 and 2. For the gratitude page, I can do the same thing. Just highlight the gratitude like this. Then you click this. This book belongs to. I can do the same thing. If anybody opens this book, they will know that, wow, this person knows what he's doing. Let's do the same for this author page. You highlight the author page. Let's try another color for that. Let's see another color that matches. I think I'm okay with this blue for the purpose of this video. Now you see that our book is already having dynamics. It's already making sense. We've done page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. The next page is table of contents. Let's leave that. Then the introduction, you do the same. You highlight the introduction like this, and then you decide the color you want to use. Let me see if I like this color. I can choose this color and then decide to change this to color white. Okay, but I don't want to do that. Let me just select green. I think I like to make it green. Or let's leave it like this. It will be like a shadow, like a shading. So you have introduction like this. You continue scrolling down. The reason all the chapters are taking that form is because of this heading 1. It is because anything you do to the elements in this heading 1 will appear in all the elements in the book. If I do anything to heading 2 now, it will appear in all the heading 2. We are going to do it very soon. This is chapter 1. You just continue. You can decide to change the color of all these ones too. All these subheading. You can decide to change their colors to, let's say, green. Just understand that there is a difference between text color and fill color. Text color is depicted with letter A, text color or font color, while fill color is depicted with a paint bucket. So you can decide to change the color of that again to this green. Just highlight it and click on the green. Okay, we started the formatting now, so you can just do all this, highlight it and click on green, highlight and click on green like this, and that's fine. Just leave this part. You don't need to touch anything here. You can do the same. This is heading 2 now. If we highlight this heading 2 and select a fill color for it like this, let's look for something like light green. You know, it is written with a dark green, so let's use light green or light blue. Let's use light green. So you leave it like this. You will see that all other heading 2 inside this book will also have this type of background. So let's continue. Everything looks good. You see, this is another heading 2. As you can see, it automatically takes that background that you gave it. You see another heading 2. So let's continue. You see another one, day 1, day 2, under the meal plan. This meal plan cannot start from here. So we take it to the next page. 7-day vegan sample meal plan. You just tap Ctrl Enter on your keyboard and it will move to the next page, and that is what we call page break. We'll continue like this. Then our chapter 2 wants to start with breakfast. You see this, the 7 days meal plan provide diverse. I don't want it. I'll remove it. You just remove it so that your chapters can start from the left hand side. This part is where all your chapters should start. Let me show you something again. If, for example, your book is just on a straight page like this and you want to change it to 2 pages the way it was before, you go to view, you click on view, then you select multiple pages. You click on multiple pages and you see that it will start showing in multiple pages, but it's showing in 3 pages and I want it to show in 2 pages. See the zoom here. Increase the zoom a little like this, and then it will move to 2 pages. Hope this is clear. We scroll down a little bit again to the recipes. This is the recipes. We want to start writing our recipes now. After you have finished all, let's say your breakfast has 15 recipes, but here I only did 5 because it is just an explanation. You highlight all the breakfast recipes from the beginning to the end like this. Highlight everything. Then you click on layout. When you click on layout, you click on columns. You see this column, you click columns, and then you go to more columns. Once you click more columns, you select 2. I want it to have 2 columns. You can select 3. If it is travel guide, you need to use 3. I'm going to do that video too very soon. Once you click 2, you now say line in between. I want it to have a line in between. Then I'll reduce this to 0.2 because the space in between the 2 sides does not have to be too wide. So I'll leave it at 0.2 like this and click OK. As you can see, the entire part of the book that I highlighted have taken this shape. The next thing you want to do now is to start adding images. Before the ingredients, this part where it says vegan banana oat pancakes, you highlight it, copy it, then you go to the image creator website that I explained in my previous video, Bing Image Creator. This is the image creator. Just paste the name of the recipes and click enter, or you click create. Give it a few seconds and it will generate images for you to be used for that recipe inside your book. As you can see, this is vegan banana oat pancake. For us to be sure that this recipe is correct, the image is correct, let's go to Google and paste that recipe. Then you click enter. As you can see, go to images, you will see that what it generated for us is the same thing as what is on Google. As you can see, everything is the same. Then let's go and check it again. You see that it's the same as what we saw on Google, and these ones have reviews already, which means it is true that this is the correct recipe. See this one, vegan banana oat pancake. You see it has 8 reviews, 4.8 star reviews. 15 minutes ago somebody even dropped a review, so it shows that this image is correct. It gave us 4 images. Anyone that appeals to you is the one you would download. Just check it out, anyone that you like. I think I like this one. I'll right click on it, copy. I'll go back to my Microsoft Word document and paste it directly under the vegan banana oat pancakes, directly under the name. I'll paste it like this. After pasting it, I'll click on it and then click center. I want it to be in the center of this section. You know, the page is divided into 2. I want it to be in the center of this page that is divided into 2. So I'll click center. As you can see, it has taken its shape. This way, your book is going to be looking very attractive. You see, you are showing the user of this book how the recipe will look when they are done making it. So you check every other thing, ingredients, instructions, this nutritional information, cooking time, you can make it bold. You can change the color of this nutritional information too. I can highlight it like this. I can make it bold and change the entire color to red. You see how that looks? I think I want to remove this particular fill color for this chapter. I don't like it. Just highlight it, click on this bucket, paint bucket sign, and then click no color. You will see that all the chapters will not have that again. This is one recipe per page. You move to the next page, you copy the name of the recipe, go back to your Bing Image Creator and paste it. Then you click enter. While it is generating for you, let's go to Google to confirm it again. Tofu scramble with veggies. As you can see, let's open one to see if it has reviews. This one has 6 reviews. Somebody even reviewed it 30 minutes ago. The same name. Let's go and see what Bing Image Creator generated for us, if this is how it looks. There is slight difference. This one looks more matched than the one provided for us, but it is still the same recipe. So just look for the one that appeals to you. I think I like this one. Right click, copy, go back to your document and paste it directly under the name of the recipe. You click it and you click center. Now you see that our book is already making sense. Let me pause the video and put all images before we continue.
A few moments later.
Welcome back, guys. So let me tell you what I did. Immediately after the meal plan, before the recipe started, I added 2 images to this book on 2 pages, 2 blank pages before the recipe. This is because I want something that will usher the reader into the recipe section. So, you know, we've talked about all the stories, how to become a vegan, how to follow the vegan, why you want to become a vegan and all that. We even added sample meal plan. Something has to usher the reader into the recipe section. So the 2 pages that they will see before the recipe starts is going to be just picture of recipe like this, as you can see. Then the recipe starts. This is the first recipe, the second recipe with image, the third recipe, the fourth recipe, and the 5th recipe. I only did 5 recipes. I changed all the nutritional information. I changed it to color red and I added background to the name, nutritional information. I can decide to make this prep time and cooking time also. I can make it bold, okay? You can just do anything to it. It is your book. Anything you do to it, nothing will happen as long as the picture correlates and matches the entire book. So the next thing I want to do now is that this part, I want to add another image. Let's say we have 15 recipes and this is the 15th recipe now. This part, our next recipe, which is next chapter, which is lunch. We have lunch, vegan lunch recipe. It cannot start from here. It is always good to start from the left hand side of the page. So let's go back to our Bing image creator and download a picture that we can use for lunch. So I just typed vegan lunch recipes. Here you go. Just look at the one that appeals to you. I think I like this one or this. Let me see this one. I like this one. Remember, you can use these images in your book cover. Nothing will happen. I told you Amazon is not against AI. Amazon is only against using AI the wrong way. So let's right click this, copy it, and go to our document. Then we paste it here. After pasting, you see that it does not cover the full page. I want to make it cover the entire page. We are going to double click it. Then you see this crop, go to crop and click this crop. Then you make it portrait by cropping it to become portrait. Okay, any section you crop would go out. Then you click it and then you make it bigger like this to fill up the page. Just make sure to maintain the margin. So here you go. This is going to usher them into the lunch recipes. As a matter of fact, you can even write lunch recipes on top of it. We are going to do that very soon. So now for the lunch recipes, let's do the same thing we did with the breakfast recipes. Let's go down and highlight all the recipes for lunch. Let's highlight everything like this. That's why I told you that you must have gotten your book, gotten all the contents of your book before you start the advanced formatting. So when you highlight it, you go to layout, you select column, you go to more columns, then you click 2 columns. This time I don't want it to have line in the middle. Why I'm doing breakfast and lunch is because I want to use a different layout for the breakfast and a different layout for the lunch, so that you can decide to choose any of them that you want to use. The first one we did for breakfast, I added line by clicking this place, but this time I don't want to add line, so I'll choose 2 columns and then I'll reduce this to 0.2 because I don't want the space in between the columns to be too much. After making it 0.2, I'll click OK, and automatically you will see that our recipe have taken that exact shape, 2 columns. If we do it 3 columns, you will see it will become 3 columns. Let's try it. I'm not going to do it 3 columns because 3 columns is not usually fine for recipes. It is only fine for travel guide or self-help books. I've highlighted it. I'll go back to layouts, go back to columns, and then go to more. Then I'll select 3 columns. See, if I select 3 columns, I'll reduce this to 0.2 and say okay. You will see that, you see, it's now 3 columns. This is how to partition your book pages into columns. But this is not why we're here today. Let's do our 2 columns in peace. So we have 2 columns here. The first one, quinoa and roasted veggie bowl. Let's copy that. Go to our image creator, paste it and click enter, and here you have it. This is our quinoa and roasted veggie bowl. So just click on anyone that appeals to you. There are 4 of them. You can click anyone you like and right click. I like the first one. I'll just right click and click copy. Then I'll go to my documents and paste it directly under the recipe name. You know, I told you that I want us to have a different layout for this one, so I will just double click this and then drag it to fill up the page. You see the way I'm dragging it? You drag it at the bottom right corner. You see, you drag it until it fill up the page like this. Once you fill up the page, you see that it is just before the number, the page number. You leave it. Once you leave it, you see that it has filled up the page like this. If it is not showing the full part that you want, you double click it and then click on crop. Then you move it to wherever you want it to be so that it will show the part you want it to show. Once you do that, you just click out. As you can see, this is great. This recipe picture fill up the full page while the recipe information is on the other side of the page. It's very, very simple. Just try it out, okay? Finish watching it, then later come and start trying it out. You'll see that you will get it. If you don't understand anything, ask me in the comment section down below and I'll be glad to assist you. The next one is lentil and spinach curry. Let's copy the name, go to image creator, paste it and click enter. Here you go. This is our lentil and spinach curry. If you want us to check it out if it is correct, we can do that. Let's quickly check it out if it is correct. Let's go to Google, paste the name and hit enter to search. As you can see, this recipe is correct. Very, very correct. Let's go back to our image creator. If you look at it very well, you'll see that it's like a soup with all these veggies inside. So you copy that, go to your document and paste it directly under the recipe name, then do the same, by dragging it to fill up the page. So you just drag it by the edge like this. You keep dragging it until it gets to the last margin just before the page number. You see that in this case, it is covering the entire page. And remember that this book is a no bleed book. It is covering the margin of this part. So you double click it, click on crop it. You have to crop it out like this. As you can see, I'm cropping it out to give me the part that I want. I can now move it to show any area that I want like this, and boom, here you go. We have it perfectly done. I like using this particular layout because the book is very, very colorful when it is ready for print. Then we go to the next one. These are the ingredients and the information. You cannot put it here where this recipe is starting from. So you have to click enter till you move to the next page like this. Then you will now copy this name, vegan chickpea salad wrap. Go to your image creator, paste it, and click enter. Here you go. This is vegan chickpea salad wrap. Do you want us to confirm that again? Let's confirm it on Google. As you can see, I'm only doing this confirmation so that you will know that the images from Bing Image Creator are very, very accurate. As you can see, there's no difference. This one even have 3 5-star reviews, and somebody just reviewed it 15 minutes ago just to show you that this is actually a recipe that exists. This one has 5 reviews. Let's go and copy one of the image. I think I like this one. I'll right click on it, copy, and paste. Once you paste it, you click it, it will bring out all these knobs in the angle 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, these 8 knobs. Then you click it. You see this edge, the edge, you hold it and drag it. You keep dragging it until it fills up the page. Now you see that it has moved to another page. Do you know why that happened? It's because I've over dragged it. I've dragged it beyond the normal way I'm supposed to drag it, so it has crossed the margin. So I'll just reduce it again. Once you reduce it, it will go back to its position. As you can see, it has taken shape. But it is only small part of this recipe, the recipe picture, that is showing. So I'll just double click it, click on crop, and then move it to where I want to show. You see, I want this part to show. Once I am done, I'll just click out. As you can see, it is now showing the full part of this recipe. You see that everything is very simple and your book is going to come out excellently well. Let me do that for the other recipes and then we'll continue the video.
One eternity later.
So I've completed the lunch recipes. As you can see, each of the recipe have a bold image on one side of the page. But there are some that there is still space. After the recipe has ended, there is still space. You can just get another image from out of the 4 that Bing Image gave you. You can get another one to fill up the page before you start another recipe on the other side, which is absolutely fine. But I still want to spice this up. Okay, let's spice it up. From the beginning, highlight it like this, highlight the full column, then you go to fill, then you look for a color that can fill up that page. Let's use this green. I like this. You can see that this page now looks very colorful. Let's do that for all the pages where there are no pictures, all the columns where there are no pictures rather. You can do that for this side too. Just highlight it like this, then you click on fill and select the color. I'm not going to do for these 2 sides because if you do it on the 2 sides, it's not usually fine. Only one side is fine. You highlight it again. Just make sure you are highlighting correctly so you don't go and highlight another element with the one you want to change the color background for. This looks great. This is how to make your book exceptionally beautiful. You can even change the color. Let's look for another color for this side. Okay, I think I like this one. Just make sure that the color is light enough so that the instructions on the book are easy to read and everything is clear. Let's highlight this one too and give that another color. Let's select maybe blue. Okay, as you can see, this is beautiful. I love using this layout. I love it so much. If you put this layout on a mock-up, you would fall in love. The next thing is supposed to be bonus meal plan. We want to put at least 10 pages of meal plan. Okay, we want to put bonus meal plan after our recipes. After 15 breakfast, 15 lunch, 15 dinner, 15 snacks and dessert. Sometimes I used to add 15 smoothies. It depends on the kind of book I'm writing. Sometimes I also use 10 breakfast, 10 lunch, 10 dinner, 10 desserts and snacks, then 10 smoothies. Sometimes I don't add smoothies at all. It just depends on what I am doing at the moment and the type of book I'm writing. So here we want to usher them into the meal plan. You know, they finished all the recipes now. We want to now let them know that from this part of this book, the next thing you are going to be seeing is only meal planner. Let's go and get the picture of a meal planner. Go to Bing Image Creator and type meal planner recipes, then you hit enter. Beautiful. If you just type ordinary meal planner, it will not give you something as beautiful as this. So, but if you type meal planner recipes like this, it will give you something that has words in it. You see breakfast, lunch, dinner. This shows the person that these are recipes for a meal plan. I think I like this one. I'll just copy it and paste it here. Nice. This is very, very nice. I can decide to stretch it because, you know, this is not like an image where we need it to look good. We need it to not distort. This is just to usher them into the next page. So I'll just put meal planner recipes like this. If, for example, you click it and it is still showing in a column, all you need to do is to click it, click the image, and then go to layout. Then you select one layout like this. Now let's go to Canva to get sample meal planner that we can use. Now this is Canva. All you need to do is to come to the search bar and type meal planner. Canva has loaded 15,000 meal planner templates for us. You just start checking for the one that appeals to you, that matches your book. The ones with crown are for pro version. You cannot use it except you are using the pro Canva or you've paid for Canva. But if you have free Canva, there are a lot of them that you can use. Look at this one. It does not have the crown. All these ones here does not have crown. This 4 does not have crown. But I've seen one that I like. This one. I'll just click on it. Anyone you see that you like, just click on it and click customize this template. So now we want to make sure that this meal planner is in line with exactly what we want. But I'm going to change some things there. I'll first remove this. I don't like it. I'll remove it. I want it to have grocery list, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, Sunday to Monday. Correct. Note, this is exactly what I want. I'll just remove this one too. Or let me leave that one. Then I'll just change this color to a darker green. Let me see. Then let me see if I can change the font to white. Okay, I think I like it like this. Then the entire background, I'll just change it to white. This looks good. I can decide to make these yellow ones, I can decide to make them red. But if I make them red, I'll have to change the font to white so that it will show very well. So for the purpose of this video, let's just leave it like this. Now I'll just download. You go to share, download. You download it as JPG or PNG, anyone. Just click it and then you click download. Once it is done downloading, just open it on your device. This is it. You right click on it, copy, go back to your document and paste. Once you have it like this, you just click one, copy it, then paste it across your book. I used to put up to 10. Just pressing Ctrl V and you see that it will be pasting on all the pages. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ctrl V is what you use to paste it across the pages like this. So once you're done, this is the end of this book. Then at the end, you now put conclusion. But I used to put my conclusion before the meal plan, but it does not matter. You can put your own there if you like. You can put it after the meal plan. It just does not matter. So if you want to do that now, just copy the conclusion, go to where the recipe ended. Let's say we want to put it here. We want to put the conclusion here. Now you just move the meal planner that is there, then you paste. As you can see, we now have our conclusion here. Everything is now intact, as perfect as we want it to be. So immediately after the recipes, you have conclusion before the meal planners. I hope this is clear. If you've watched this video till this stage, I wonder why you have not hit the like button. It is not hard now. Just hit the like button. It is going to help this video scale, and YouTube will understand that this video is really giving value. That's why people are liking it, and then they will share it to more people that should see videos like this. They will share it to more KDP community. Just be part of those that will help us help the KDP community. Now let's check everything from beginning. We've not added our table of contents. We'll do that now. Let's add our table of contents. You go to reference, table of contents, custom table of contents, then you click OK. This is our table of contents. So another thing you can do to spice up your table of contents is to highlight it, then you put it in double column. You go to layout, columns, you just put double column, 2 column. I don't want it to have any line in between. You see, this is how it will come out. So the next thing you want to do now is that this page we don't want to leave it empty. So let's go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to give us a content for whom should read this book. So this is ChatGPT, and I said write a short content for whom to read this book section. Now this means that I have been using ChatGPT to write this book from the beginning, so it understands when I say who should read this book. It knows that it is this particular book I'm talking about. But if it was not this book, let's say I've not been using ChatGPT to write this book and I just want to get this section out of it, I'll now say write a short content for who should read a book titled, then you give it the title of the book. Okay, so let's hit enter and see what we get. As you can see, ChatGPT has given us who should read this book. This book is for anyone curious about or committed to embracing the vegan lifestyle, whether you are a beginner, health conscious, ethically driven, environmentally aware, or a busy cook. So let's just copy that, go to our document and paste it. So I can decide to highlight this one, make it bigger and put it in the center like this, bring the entire content down like this, and we are good. I can change that to color red. Even this table of contents, I can highlight it and make it color red. I mean the heading. You see that everything is looking very, very nice, colorful. You don't have to add too much colors in the beginning. Where your colors should start showing very well is your recipes or meal plan. Let's take it from the beginning. You see the title, copyright page, gratitude, about the author, table of contents, who should read this book, introduction. Now you see this space, this small space. I can decide to put an image at the beginning of the introduction so that it will even catch the attention of buyers. So let's do this. Let's go and get just one of the images from all the ones we've gotten before is fine. So let's take this one, copy it back to our document and paste it here. This is not how big we want it to be. This is too big. So you just double click it, click on crop it, and then reduce it. Crop it out like this. Can crop out unwanted parts from the image. This should be fine. I'm actually okay with this. The next thing is that we should not forget that the first alphabet here, we need to drop cap it. So you highlight it like this, then you go to insert, drop cap options, dropped, then you select 2. If you've watched my previous video, you will see all these things. Then you click OK. The first alphabet is just bigger than the rest, which is fine. That is one thing buyers used to look out for in a book. It is a very small thing that does not look important, but it actually does. So look at the book now. I think we've put all professional touches to it. The recipes, this is the first layout, this is the second layout. You can choose any of the layouts you like. You can watch the video over and over to understand. You see how beautiful this book looks. Tell me why you have this kind of book and a buyer will buy it and not give you 5 stars. So let's save. You just save it as PDF. This is our book, our PDF book. Let's check it very well now. This is our final, we've done our final proofreading. This is just the final examination of the book to be sure that it is exactly the way we want it. You have this, as you can see, everything. Wow. I beg, tell me why person no go buy this kind of book, you no go happy. Tell me why buyer go buy this kind of book, you no go happy. See am now, see everything. The images are colorful, well aligned. The layout is very nice. See everything. You can just play with it. As you can see, these are the meal plans. Let me give you a bonus. In your A+ content, you crop out this part, use your sniping tool to crop out this part and put it in your A+ content that this book has 10-page weekly meal plan. That is 10 weeks. 10 weeks weekly meal plan for them for 10 weeks. I mean, this is something they will keep using for a very long time because they will not be doing the meal plan every week. The essence of a meal plan is that they are able to make ahead food that they can be eating all through the month. So if they do for this week, they can use it throughout this month and do for next week with another meal plan. So they can be using this book for up to a year if you look at it very well. If you want to help them do it very well, you can do 12 of this meal plan. I used to put 10 though, but you can put 12. It does not matter. But please note that in your Kindle version, you cannot put this in your Kindle version. They cannot use a meal planner in their Kindle version because they cannot write in their Kindle version. You only apply it in your paperback version. I hope you understand. So this is the book we just created, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. Please like this video and share it with your friends. To share a video is not difficult. Just copy the link. If you want to copy the video link, this particular video you are watching, just go to the video like this. You see these 3 dots, click on these 3 dots, and then you click share. Once you click share, you just copy this link like this. Once you copy the link, you can even share it directly on WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter. You see, by clicking any of the icons here. But if you don't want to do that, you can just copy it. You see, it says link copied. You go to your WhatsApp, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Then you paste it for people to come and learn how to format a book professionally for free. These are the types of book we want to be uploading in 2025. And if you are a freelancer, Fiverr, Upwork, SEO Clerk, any other freelancing website, you can help them create professional, advanced interiors like this and collect good money. I mean good money. People pay up to $300 to $500 to get their books formatted like this. Some even pay more depending on the number of pages of the book. I hope that is clear. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. You watch a video till this stage like this and you enjoy this. If you not enjoy the video, you will not watch it till this stage. So if you watch it till this stage, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Then turn on the bell notification icon so that the next time I post awesome videos like this, YouTube will send you instant notification and you won't have to miss any of my videos. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. If you have any video request, ask me in the comment section down below and I'll be glad to do the video for you and respond to your questions as fast as I can. In my next video, I'm going to do for travel guide and self-help books, so that if you're not a cookbook writer, you can adopt those methods to create professional interiors for your book. There are loads of videos to come, but there are some secrets I do not share on YouTube. I only share it with my mentorship students. And these are secrets that can help us make more money on Amazon, especially how to get reviews for your book. If you want to gain access to information like this, click the link in the description down below to join the mentorship class, because very soon I'm going to stop accepting students. I want to focus on the students I already have. Once I drop my revamped course, I'm going to stop accepting students. Let me face the students I have so they can scale and make a lot of money. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.